test. All right. Welcome to, I'm sure, is a very exciting day for everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. This is a big day in Summerland Public School history. And so earlier this year I talked about, when I first met the students, talked about the word opportunity. So I decided to look in the dictionary. According to Webster, opportunity is a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. So this set of circumstances had led us to today and the future of Summerland Public Schools. On November 12th of 2020, I believe, 2019, voters of Summerland passed a bond issue to build a school that would house a PK through 12 all in one building. And the students would be at one site. On May 1st, 2020, ground was broken to begin the construction. And on August 23rd of that year, our freshmen through seniors came in and sweated it out and helped us move all the material from Clearwater, Ewing, and Orchard into this site. We are here today as a culmination of a lot of hard work by many individuals. Some of those couldn't make it today, but their efforts shouldn't go unnoticed. This building is a result of countless hours of meetings with advisory boards, school boards, community members, and staff members to provide a quality, or to gather input. These meetings and conversations of providing a quality education for students of Summerland and this facility are the results of those meetings. The school is not just for those that are standing here today, but it was built for your children and hopefully their children as well. Because of the support of Clearwater, Ewing, and Orchard communities, students, you've been provided with opportunities for collaborative learning, work-based learning, and technological learning in a safe environment that will allow you to become responsible, productive citizens, and hopefully lifelong learners. So thanks to everybody for coming out today. We've got a few other people that will say some words. And so up next I have Mr. Dale Martin.
Thanks, Mr. Finke, for inviting me to come out today and to help you celebrate the ribbon cutting, the grand opening, I guess, per se, for the building, which was quite a project for these communities. And I can remember from day one how everything started with this thing and how much work went into it. You know, when you look at all the things that had to be done, from the bond materials that had to be getting out to people, to information being shared with others, individual conversations that everyone had about this thing, about putting this all together, this project, that I don't think anybody envisioned how this would end up looking. A beautiful, beautiful school. And I haven't been in it now since basically about the end of June, so I'm looking forward to seeing the final results of this thing and all the hard work that everybody put into this and the vision that it took from the board, to the people of the community, to I think everybody here that was involved in this thing. Just an amazing thing to be done and to be a functional school right now. The credit goes to everybody here, especially those people that were very intricately involved with this thing, because it couldn't have been done without the efforts of those people. So congratulations to everybody, and you've got quite the jewel here, so enjoy it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm kind of blessed to be here, and I get to be here because boards from Clearwater, Ewing, and Orchard, prior to me being on the board, have worked really hard on putting this together. And we're kind of benefactors of all the work that those guys have done. For some of these other board members have been here a long time and went through a lot of that work with them. And I did as well once I got on the board. And we sure appreciate all the work that all the other boards have done. They did work together to do the surveys and do the studies that we needed to put this all together and make sure everything was going to work. And then they had to work hard to convince the constituents that this was going to be the right thing to do. And I think now that it's done, we have a pretty easy job of just sticking with the plans and the programs that the people that came before us had done. and we continue and plan to continue to work hard as a board to make this dream come true and stay true. Thank you.
Well, like Mr. Finke said, it's not been quite 2 years ago since the bond passed, and it's pretty surreal to think back about all the work and effort and time that's went into making this happen. Like he said, starting with the old boards, the administration, Tobin Buchanan, the first national team, Jacob Surdich and the Wilkins team. It's crazy to think that the design for this came together in a 6-month time frame, and then obviously construction in about 16 months. So I'm not going to start rattling off too many names because I won't remember everybody, but a few I specifically want to mention from my housing team were Dave Tobar, John Weiser, and Nate Peterson. They worked their tails off to make this happen. So thanks, guys.
So I guess I'm going to try and do a few thank yous, and I'm sure I'll forget some of you along the way, so I do have a statement at the bottom to hopefully clear some of that up. But most importantly, we would like to thank the communities of Clearwater, Ewing, and Orchard for their vision. This is probably beyond anybody's dreams, so excellent work by that group. The committees that helped make this a reality, there's a lot of time behind the scenes that went in, and I'm sure that it doesn't go unnoticed. The Board of Education, the current, prior, and then the advisory boards. Probably the biggest thing is obviously the taxpayers of the Summerland School District. Your taxes have built one of the most beautiful buildings in Northeast Nebraska. All the subcontractors that are involved in this project. When you see the video in the building today, it's just amazing at how many people have put a lot of work into this project. All the staff and students that have helped make this move a smooth transition into this school year and in future school years. And in true fashion, usually when the people you want to thank, they're always in the back of the room. So I'm going to make you guys at least raise your hands. So the Wilkinson's Air Architecture team, I believe I have Josh, Jacob, and JD here today. Thank you so much. Tobin Buchanan is back there hiding as well. He's the one to help get the bond started. And then lastly, and certainly not least, the Housing and Construction crew for all their hard work and pushing all the subs into this project and getting us into our building 4 months earlier than we first thought. But specifically, a couple guys that I've gotten to work very closely with are in the back. Dave Tobar, Nate Peterson, come on up. Come on, fellas. John as well, John Weiser, excellent. I spent a lot of quality time with three individuals. And it's through their hard work of pushing them through the subs, and I've heard some of the conversations they've had, and it's entertaining to listen to. But I want to thank you guys for your hard work. But most importantly, these guys would like to hear a few words from you guys.
I don't have much to say, but just enjoy your new school. It did take a lot of hard work, so thank you.
I don't really have much either. Steve kind of touched on it. It's kind of crazy to think that just shy of 2 years ago we would have had to get out of the way of the combine. So it's kind of crazy we can go from a cornfield to a school. So it's been great working with everybody, and like Dave said, hopefully you enjoy everything.
It's been great getting to know a lot of the community members, obviously the school board, and been to a lot of the school board meetings, so there's a lot of familiar faces. Just kind of pulling this building together with these guys, knowing who it's for, just gave you that ambition or the go about to get it done, I guess. So thank you guys.
So if I've forgotten anyone, it was not my intention. Everyone has had a major part in this endeavor. I thank you for your foresight in creating this wonderful learning center that will help educate the youth of Summerland Public Schools for years. So now, before we cut the ribbon, just a few announcements. Those of you that are gathered for, are wanting to take the tour of the building. After we're done, students, unfortunately you have to go back to class. Sorry, that's the way this works. We will gather in front, in the main hallway here. We'll kind of put you into some groups. The National Honor Society will lead you around on the tour so you can have a view of this beautiful facility. So if I could have Tobin and JD and you guys come on up. Any past board members for any of the communities, please come up so we can have a photo op before we cut the ribbon. Administration as well. Mr. Martin, you get to come up as well. But thank everybody for coming, and we will do the honorable cutting of the ribbon, I guess. Ted, where's Ted at? Ted Hillman, come on up. I don't think I will anymore. Just unplug them? I don't think so. Is everybody ready?